Good sound is very subjective. How I would define it is intelligibility. Can I hear the spoken word? Is it crisp?
The sound has to be there where it's wanted and not there when it's not wanted.
John Cage said noise is the sounds that we're not listening to. So when you listen attentively, you can have an experience. And when you have an experience, it can be a good experience.
It affects your body. It affects your brain, your hearing. The better the sound is, the better the vibes are, and the more successful the whole show is gonna be.
Today, everything is an experience. And I want to get the music as if it was sung for me. D&B is 35 years old. We have today close to 400 employees, and we grew our business in the last 10 years by 16% per year. We are doing business in about 70 countries, so we are a truly global company with 7 offices all over the world.
I met the Jürgen Daubert, and the B, Rolf Belz, in 1981. We liked each other very much. In the first afternoon we were together and taking out the scribbles and drawing out of napkins big systems for the next concert. And this was the start, basically.
They didn't find a good system in the market that really brought the sound quality that was right from their perspective. So that was the trigger point for the two guys to found D&B.
There was a mathematician who did simulation work before a prototype was being built. And so that whole approach really attracted me.
Yes, they were obsessed with the high quality of sound, and we have kept that for the last 35 years.
D&B is kind of perceived as a group of obsessive-compulsive German audio purists and exhibitors of pathological engineering behaviors.
I think D&B stands for authenticity, integrity. Quality is a word you can't avoid when you talk about D&B. Whatever goes out the factory door is as perfect as they want it to be.
I think the fact that we build hand-built loudspeakers, using these, I think it's really important, because I actually think if you look at the world today, I think there's a real return to the values of high-quality hand-built product.
If you would take your loudspeaker apart and look inside, you would still see that also inside it looks great, and it's not done like, get it together, fix it and sell it.
Attention to detail, to the guy who's testing each cone as it comes in to the factory in his room. I mean, it's just watching him do it. It's just second nature to him, but the attention to detail is really second to none.
Probably the most impressive part, the amount of points where we check the quality already, with the incoming goods. We do quality testing with the loudspeakers, and I think this is a big part of why D&B is in a position where we are nowadays.
We are very close with R&D, quality management, production, everything is on the same place.
Made in Germany means we already know everything about you and your needs.
It's not to show off, really. I think if you look at our engineers, they will never promise you something that they are not convinced they can really deliver. So it's really saying everything about our technical people.
Welcome to our first practical part. I would like to show you how the rigging of the Y-Series works.
We have so much incredible amount of knowledge and experience. How can you transport that in little tutorials or into training programs? Because education and training is one of the keys to a long-lasting success.
When I book a D&B system, it shouldn't make a difference whether it's in Germany or Australia or in Russia. People should be educated in a similar way, and they will use the same type of workflow, the same software tools. So in the end, everybody in the world, every D&B user can provide the same quality of sound in any venue.
At a typical workshop, when it's about line arrays, we go through the whole workflow. So we go to our little demo hall and we pull up a couple of different arrays and have people use them and listen to them and see how what they've seen on the screen correlates to the acoustic result.
If you want to be successful and create or design a good product, you need to involve the customer.
To tailor your offering to the customer's particular circumstance is a really good, honest point of entry to a customer experience. When they're very happy, it gives me a strong sense of satisfaction. It's a lot of fun.
Madonna, Beyonce, Rihanna, Coldplay, Muse, The Who, Kraftwerk,
Coldplay, Gaga, Taylor Swift.
It's also shows like Summer Breeze or Wacken.
There are so many, it's really hard to pick some stuff out. And of course, it's easy to name drop the 4 or 5 top international artists, but you miss out the 1,000 others who are doing the same thing with passion.
The key enabler to do this is that you have an asset, a place where people go because they can hear the best quality of music that you can get on the planet. And this is again why they choose D&B.
Sydney Opera House is, an iconic installation for us. It's something that we're very proud, obviously. If you pick the national opera house in most countries in Europe, it will most likely have a D&B system.
Symphony Hall in Boston, famous for being one of the best rooms for orchestral music in the world. Just to be in those beautiful spaces and to be with these passionate people that want to provide a good experience to audiences and to see that they're happy and satisfied with the functioning of the system. It's always great.
When I started 10 years ago here in the company, it was 90 people, now it's 350 people. Come on, I see also the room for further growth, that's clear.
After all these years and the growth trajectory, all the things that have happened to us, new people come all the time. I mean, we've really stayed the same. We've stayed true to our values, true to who we are. We haven't really changed.
I like D&B because of the sense of humor we have.
Of course, if you believe in your own company's values, of course. I mean, I never have to lie to people.
That's a special thing about D&B, that people do something they believe in, because everybody has their own idea of what they want to do, what they think is right.
The only way to predict the future is to create it. I think that's a big formula, sharing your passion, sharing what you do. Don't you think it's good? It's so much easier to work.
It's not only about the product, it's about the interaction with the company, it's about the service level, it's about that we don't let them down, we find a solution for everything, and that creates a very strong relationship. And this is thrilling, yeah? This is really something that is exciting to be part of.